All right. So, welcome to TestarsQuarter. This is a community where we help you to thrive and grow as a software quality assurance engineer. And we are the most active software testing community in Africa. And our focus is empowering, aspiring, and practicing product quality engineers with all the tools that they need, whether support, mentorship, even resources. We ensure that you have everything that you need to succeed in your career as a software assurance engineer. And how do we do these things? How do we achieve that? We achieve that by our programs. With our programs, one of them is the TestarsQuarter Office Hour that we host every Friday, every Wednesday by 1 p.m. It's a work check-in call where we collaborate, contribute, and connect with others. So it's basically not a webinar. It's not a webinar, but it's a check-in call. People that have a blocker at work or a new tool they want to share, they jump on the call and we solve it together. We also have the Friday study buddy, which is also called a webinar by 8 p.m. every Friday, where we discuss issues, topics that are very interesting, that is able to help us as a software quality assurance engineer. And also we have the monthly global fireside chat. It's a monthly event every first Saturday of the month. We host that with an expert in the field. The last one we had was the Larry Goddard, who has over 20 years of experience across several sectors. He is the test automation architect for Oxford University. And for all the people that were on the call, you would bear me witness that it was a very insightful session. So we have our local community quarterly hangouts. We have scholarship bootcamp. We are currently in the cohort 2. Students are currently having their bootcamp right now. We have mentorship programs. We have annual conferences like the NSCW 25 that is coming up in September 1 to 6, Nigerian Software Testing Week, and we are a co-host with the Testify Limited. We also have Testathon, we have IG LinkedIn Live, we have Fun and Comedy Night, we have Test Merchandise. So these are a few of the things that we are doing, and we've been able to achieve a lot with all this event. People have been able to upskill in their career, acquire more knowledge or skills to what they already know. And we also have managerial webinars where people not just remain as analysts, they grow to become managers, think like manager, and also come up with strategies that will make their business better. So I want to know if we have anybody that is just joining our call for the first time, so that I can give you a shout out. Do we have anyone like that? In case, we are so glad to have you. If you are, I believe this is a good time for you to clap. A lot of us, a lot of you have been there in churches, in religious organizations. When they say, somebody is just joining us for the first time, probably you even sing for them. Maybe we have to come up with a song. What do you think? Maybe we have to come up with a song, TestarsQuarter welcoming song, so that we can introduce and welcome all our new invites. Yeah, we're so glad to have you guys. So, Blessing, right about now, I'm going to be introducing you to this. It's a good moment for you. So we see your face. We have Blessing on the call, and she's going to be a facilitator for today. Blessing is SDET. That's software development engineer in test. She's working at one of Africa's leading fintech companies. where she ensured that delivery of high quality software across finance and edutech platforms. She's recognized as a 2024 Rising Star in Tech by Dr. Leon. She's also a global speaker committed to advancing software quality and mentoring aspiring tech professionals. And she is the founder of Prep Interview by NB, an initiative that supports tech newbies through mock interviews, CV reviews, and practical career guidance to help them successfully launch their career. Everybody, please help me to welcome Blessing Nwokolo tonight as she takes us on this very important topic on ensuring QA processes align with industry standards and regulation. Blessing, you're welcome. We're so glad to have you. If you are speaking, you're muted. You're muted.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, I guess I'll be sharing my screen now.
Okay, I'll share your screen.
Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Not yet. It's still coming up.
Oh, my network is bad. Can you see my screen?
No, we can only see your lovely face.
Probably.
You're blushing.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet, so Blessing. We can't see your screen yet.
It's bad.
Yes, I know. It's everywhere. I hope it stabilizes.
I'm serious. I'm coming. Let's see. Oh shit. Again. I'm showing this one. You can see it now, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Faith. Thank you, everyone, for it's really a great privilege to be speaking among like-minds, to be speaking in the midst of testers and QA engineers. So we are all testers and we are all QA engineers, and it's nice. So I'll be speaking on ensuring QA processes aligning with industry standard and regulation. Fine, I'll just go straight to what I have. Introduction. What do we understand by QA, like quality assurance? And I always like my section to be interactive, but I don't know how your section works. Is it like, do I need to ask questions? Do people need to answer, or I just go on? Wait.
Yes, it's very interactive. You can make it very interactive. They can use a chat box to
People
answer.
cannot answer like.
Yes, they can also answer by raise of hand. So you just select any one of them.
Okay, I think I'll start now by raise of hand. I just want someone to quickly tell me, like, fine, I already have like what we understand by quality assurance. So I just want I always like my section to be interactive, like to carry everyone along. But I want someone on the comment section to tell me what they understand by QA, quality assurance. We are all testers on this course, so we should know what we are doing, or we should have idea of what we are learning or what we are doing. So can someone do that for me? Is anyone raising their hand? Let me see. Okay. If no one is saying anything, then I'll just move on. Okay, Kayode, you can go on.
All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Kayode, you can go on.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
So
can you hear you?
QA at large, outside just software testing, is more about ensuring that the process is about ensuring that the process of anything you're doing, be it manufacturing, be it production, you ensure that the process follows the right quality in the sense that it prevents defects. So we start the prevention of defects from the process and ensure that it meets the standard of the non-standard, let me put it that way.
Thank you very much, Kayode. Thank you so much. You really said, like, what you said actually is accurate. It's nice. So for me, I'll say, according to my slide, we have quality assurance is all about making sure that software or any product, according to what Kayode said, and in general sense, to meet like requirements. It's when it comes to software testing or quality assurance as a tester, in terms of, we're not talking about the general feed now, we are being channeled to like the testing feed, right? So it's not just about like you finding bugs, finding defects or errors in applications, right? As a tester, you can also prevent like bugs from occurring. How you can prevent bugs, you can be in a meeting of requirement gatherings and they are planning on how to build a product or something. Then you see the ideas they are bringing and you make sure that, or you feel like this idea is not going to go well or something, you can bring your ideas and you can tell them that this idea won't sell. If they do it, it's going to cause this. Or why the when you're doing like static testing, they are doing like you have like the documentation, you are going through the documentation of the application that wants to be built. You will see some bugs there already, why, before the application is even being designed or before developers start working on them. So you prevent bugs, you don't just find bugs. Then we're talking about the alignment to industry standard, right? So why does the alignment matters? Like, why do you have to follow industry standard? Why can't you just do the testing the way you feel it suits you? Okay, I have this case study. For example, you want to get food, for example, and the caterer is cooking. Let's use rice, for example. You want to get maybe jollof rice or white rice, for example. The caterer is cooking the food in your presence, and you find out that the caterer is doing some things like, we all have like a definite, like a proper way of cooking rice. Why they have like different recipe of how it's been done, or different recipe they use in making different type of rice, right? So now you know this particular recipe is like, okay, for example, you want to cook white rice, you have to boil the rice on inside water, right? You wash the rice, you boil it, and you can add salt. So people like salt, some people don't like salt. And you see like the caterer or the cook is cooking that food in your presence, and the person is adding excess salt, or the person is adding something else, and the person feels like, and tell you that, oh, the food is going to be nice. With this, the person is not following like the normal like standard or the normal recipe that you are used to. The food might end up coming out nice, or it might end up being nice, but please, because the way you are, like, because you have seen the way the person is doing it, you might feel like uncomfortable eating that food. These are things that when you relate it to testing, once you are following the industry standards, we have a definitely standard. We have our software testing life cycle. Once you are following the industry standard, they have so many standards though. We are going to see that while I move on. Once you are following industry standard or the normal standard, you are building trust for your customer, for your clients, for the company. Or so many people are doing like freelancing, right? So you are working with different people, on different projects. Once you are following like the right measures, you are building trust. Your customers, they will call you, they want you to build application for them. Your test cases are clean, they are readable, they are understandable. They will want to have things to do with you. You avoid getting troubles, like we have legal issues and all that. You have you'll be able to test and developers to be able to deploy better products, and it will also help your career growth. You don't have to go back and forth with so many things. Like, it just helps everything to go clear. Then understanding industry standards, like what are the industry standards? Industry standards are just like, there are guidelines, like rules, like there are guidelines, like best practice and specific. They are being done, like they are done by experts in the past, and they are like, it's just like we have like the scientists now. They have done some things, they have tested it, and they have practiced it and see that, oh, this thing is actually working. Then they ask like people to follow their footsteps. So now for industry standard, we have the International Organization for Standardization. So for the International Organization for Standardization, they set a global standard for quality management system, which is ensuring consistent quality. For software testing, it's about the implementing of a structured approach. In this structured approach, we're talking about the software testing life cycle, which is the requirements and test planning, test case documentation, and you have the environment setup, you have your test execution, and your test closing life cycle. Then we also have the International Software Testing Qualification Board, which is ISTQB. Most organizations that you see in Nigeria, in Africa, all over the world, like most organizations, they ask for ISTQB. They're not asking for ISTQB. Some people who just start software testing in 1 week and they tell you that testing is easy, testing is something I can do, or some field like developers, they feel testers don't do things like that. They just feel like, what are you doing as a tester? It's not to just test, I can't do it. Like, it's not just to see bug and find bug and somebody's fixing it. No, there are so many things in testing. There are so many. Some people say, oh, I don't want to do I don't want to do no code. Like, I want no code when it comes to like in the tech field, and they will be saying like, should I do software testing? I'll tell the person, no, software testing has code. You have to write automation scripts. Like, you need to know JavaScript. If you want to use Selenium, you need to know Java. Like, you can use Python for Selenium, you can use Java. There are so many things. You still write code. So you cannot come to software test and QA or software test and testing with the mindset that, oh, you are doing just manual testing. Even the manual testing, there are still logic behind it. There's still logic behind it. It's not just plain finding bug, writing test cases and all that. It doesn't just work like that. So for this ISTQB will test you for so many things. It's going to test. So if this organization asks you, do you have the certification? Most of them, they want to know if you can pass the examination. It means that you understand the fundamentals. You understand how it works, you understand the flow and everything. Like, you understand how it works for you to be able to like pass through the exam, right? Then we have the capability maturity model integration. Then we also have Agile and Scrum methodology. When it comes to Agile, Agile is the methodology that is used in most companies in Africa, in Nigeria. Since I started my career in software testing, I've been working in an agile environment. Yeah, I work in an agile environment. So agile environment is an iterative methodology that when as a tester you test an application, you're getting feedback, you give it back to the developers, they fix it, and you have to do a regression testing. You have to retest it to see if there's any changes from the bug that they fix. And you can also do a retesting to make sure that everything is working fine, or if there is any other bug. Then we have understanding regulations. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if I'm not speaking myself. Okay, thank you. So we have understanding regulations. So what are regulations? The first one we talk about is the standard, right? Then we have the regulations. The regulations, these are laws. You can see fintech companies, banks, they are being governed by the rules coming from CBN. Today, they are removing 15 naira from your money, from your transaction. Tomorrow, they are removing 100 naira. Hence, it's from CBN. We cannot do anything. We just have to hands up and once you are seeing it for stamp charge, electronic charge, all the charge and charge that we are seeing, they are removing our money. And these are regulations that are being placed by CBN. And these companies, they can't do anything, they just have to obey. It's been enforced and they just have to obey. So we also have like we have examples of these regulations. We have the general data protection regulations. This one is very important. Every one of us, we are opening bank with things that are very vital to everyone. You have your NIN, you have your BVN, all these things, like they are very key to us. If we don't know that, okay, if you feel you want to give your NIN to bank and tomorrow somebody can just pick it up and use it for something else, we will not want to even open accounts and put our NIN there. We are doing all those things because we know that our data are protected. That's why you see, like when fintech company comes out like this, it takes time for some people to start opening accounts. There are some people, they don't have accounts with OPay, PamPay, MoneyPoint, with like most majorly OPay, PamPay, MoneyPoint, like most of all these fintech companies, they don't have accounts because they are scared. And you don't have to blame them because over the years they have like some people that will come do things and they will just fold up. But all we have to do with those kind of people is to educate them that things are not the way they thought that things are. We have to like educate them, make them understand that they have things, rules that are governing these organizations, like these companies. You have to give them benefits of that nothing will happen to their data or their money. They are not even concerned about their data in place, they are concerned about their money. They have to give them, like we have to help them understand how it works. Then we have, in terms of testing, we have integrating requirements. For this integration of requirement, ensuring regulations are built in software. So now, this data protection now, we have to make sure, like test it and make sure that, okay, all these things that are in the application, they are being built in the application. And we have to do also risk mitigation, identify and address compliance risks. Then we'll move to why do we need to align to the rules and the industry standards and regulation, why and the benefit. Number one, I would say enhance trust and reputation. They have the standards that you have to protect customers' data, and you need to follow these rules and regulations. It increases the trust that people have in you, because once they know that, okay, there are many of us, we are banking with so many fintech apps today because we trust them. We know that there is nothing that can happen to our, we are banking with different banks because you trust them. You know that there's nothing that can happen with your finance, nothing can happen with your money. They can't go with it, and it reduces risk down, because some people, once they start, for example, for influencers, once you start going up on different social medias and you are trying to build your brand, you have to build your brand with you have to be authentic, and you don't have to build your brand with lies. You have to be truthful. You have to give people like benefit of that okay, this is who I am blessing, this is me. If people are saying, oh, okay, where is blessing Nwokolo, where is blessing Nwokolo, and they are seeing maybe one AI picture, they are seeing something else, some people will be scared to even, maybe they want to like buy something from me, or I sell things, they will be scared to order, or to, I'm even using myself as an example. Okay, use Temu for example. Temu is like, there are so many people now, they have not ordered from Temu. Like they'll feel like, oh, Temu is not true. Like Temu is like fraud. But so many people too that they have ordered from Temu, that they are showing videos online, they are showing things. Me, I've ordered from Temu and I've seen my product, and my products look exactly what I saw on their UI. And I saw it like when they brought it to my house, I saw that it's the same thing I ordered for and what I paid for. So if you're giving people like benefit of that, these are like, you are abiding to like those standards, those rules and regulations. It helps you, it reduces risks and costs, and also improve product quality. If you are a software tester and people pay you to test the application, you say, I am a tester. If you know that you're a junior tester, you can come up and say, I am a tester. It's not the one that you're a junior tester. You go and apply for software development engineer in test for 7 years experience. When they give you tasks to do, 7 years experience is not the test case you are writing. That they are writing test cases, yes, but it's not the way you are doing your own that they are doing their own. They have other things that they are doing that you might not know as a junior tester. There are so many things that they might be doing that you might not be able to do as a junior tester. You go and apply for the job interview. Maybe probably the person that even interviewed you is not a QA person or has no idea of how it was and did not do maybe technical interview for you, and you find yourself inside, like you got the job. And when you got the job, you are being asked to do some certain things and you are not able to do it. That would not be nice. Like, number one, you have crashed your reputation. Like you have destroyed your reputation. For example, that company or the person that you are having that the contract with wants to refer you to like maybe 10 to 3 other jobs. Everything will just crumble from that beginning. Like everything will just die from that instance. You'll not be able to get that link, that chain of jobs or contract that you'll be getting. It's gone. So it's better when you are a junior tester, just tell them you're a junior tester. If the employer is a junior tester, then from there you can move on. Enjoy the process while you still get to senior. You still get that money you're looking for. Just enjoy the process and move on. Then it improves product quality. It improves your testing quality, because if you tell them you're a junior tester and you're trying to grow to senior level or intermediate, while you are testing, they'll be seeing the improvement, and in that essence they want to like promote you, increase your money and all that. But if you tell them you're a senior and you are testing and they are seeing your update like a junior, it's not improving your quality as at that point. Like it's not giving any updates like that. I've gotten like a response from someone that they said they actually employed someone, and the person said it actually, like, the person does this particular thing and the person was not able to deliver. The person got the job, but the person was not able to deliver for even one project. The person was not able to deliver any task. And this person said, for example, the person said, I am a tester, and the person could not even write test cases properly. Like, cannot even write test cases, and the person could not even do anything, like anything that has to do with testing. So, and you also have the market access and competitive edge. So you'll be able to, many industries or religions require compliance before you can even sell your products. Yes. It's just like some companies asking you for your ISTQB certification before they can employ you. Or some company asking you for any testing academy that you have attended before employing you. That, I think that happens to most companies. Like they ask for newbies, they might ask you like, did you attend any software testing school? How did you learn it? What did you do? Like they would just want to know like if you're actually saying the truth or if you're lying. So then we have how to align the practical step for quality assurance. We have research and understanding. For this aspect, when we talk about the research and the understanding, you have to identify which standards that you want to, which particular standard you want for example, now you're a team lead, right? You want your team members to actually adhere to like a particular software testing standard or general standard, right? You first of all look for a specific standard that is in line with your company, that is in line with maybe you're in finance, edu, health. They have so many parts in the tech industry, right? So if it's health companies, or if it's if it's like a financial company or an edutech company, look for the regulations that align with that's your particular organization. And also you have to document the processes. In documenting the processes, you need to write down your clear, like you need to write your procedures, like write it, let them be visible and easy to like understand. Then when we talk about the implementation, when you're talking about the implementation, our data privacy comes in. You have to check if it's in line with that as well. Then you train your team members regarding that. If it's ISTQB that you want them to have the standard of ISTQB, you get the ISTQB. Which part of ISTQB? Is it foundational level? Is it agile? Is it the highest, which is the standard? Just if it's the fundamental level, you get the courses or the materials. First of all, the register, right? You get the materials, like the past questions. You start doing like training your colleagues or your team members on it. Let them on. You do like mock exams so that you know if they're actually catching or getting what you have been teaching them. Then you guys will write the tests, or you guys will do like a mock test, right? Then you now write the exam. And if everybody passes, then you continue to coach them, talk to them. Now we are currently on continuous improvement. Then for the continuous improvement, you encourage them to go for the higher one, the one that is higher than maybe they did like fundamental. You can go for agile. They can go for under certification, right? Then I have so we have common challenges and how to overcome them. For common challenges, we'll talk about information overload. We want to talk about information overload. This information overload, I need to explain it in different angles. For junior testers, I know like currently we have like so many new bits in TestarsQuarter, right? Because it's actually a boot camp for testers, right? So this information overload is mostly I'm channeling it to like the testers now. If you know you're a newbie in this testing field, connect to me right now. I want to have one-on-one conversation. So this information overload is for you guys. If you want to learn something, start learning small. You don't have to learn everything. If you want to learn software testing, fine. You're already on the bootcamp. That bootcamp will channel you to the most important part, and the part that you need that is vital, right? But if you are doing self-learn and you are here, you don't have to learn manual testing, automation testing, API test. No, let me just do manual automation, manual testing, automation testing. Then when it comes to automation testing, you now learn Selenium, Cypress, Playwright, Appium, all the names. Like you want to learn everything at once. No, calm down. You can start from manual testing. If you come to manual testing, learn the normal manual testing, like the basic, understand software testing life cycle, software development life cycle, the main like how to write test cases. As a junior, you might not necessarily need test plan, but you can still learn it in case you have a project that you want to do on your own for somebody's name. You can learn test plan, test reports, and bug reports. You can learn how to use tools like maybe Jira, Trello, and all this. Like you learn those, you might not even learn you can learn those ones too. Though. Then once you learn all these things, you can learn API, Postman. Postman is okay for now. Then that Postman, you have to learn the manual part of it. Once you learn the manual part of it, you calm down and start applying. Once you're even learning, just have idea of a Postman, start applying for internship or junior roles. You don't have to just write, everything. And some people, they just want to be perfect, right? Once you learn small, start applying, or you can apply for my prep interview. Will guide you. They have the information overload. For this aspect, you have to focus on most relevant standards, like the one that is relevant to your field. Then resistance to change. You need to know why you are actually, why do you need like this the standard or the regulation? Why do you need it in your team, or why do you need it? You need to understand the why behind it. Then resources constraint. You have to start small. This is what I'm saying. As a junior tester, start small. They are saying it here now, start small. Prioritize critical areas. When you start small, you prioritize the parts that are very, very necessary, that are very important. Then you keep up with the changes, like you keep updating, you keep involving. Then I have my key takeaway. The quality assurance is more than just finding bugs. I've said it at the beginning. It's more about building trust and ensuring legal compliance. Okay, we have standard are best practice, regulations are law. You just have to know the difference. Then this is for me to my newbies, because I connect mostly to newbies. Okay, so embrace continuous learning and improve your tech journey. Try to learn something new every day. Learn from someone. Just try to learn something new. Connect with people that you are aspiring to be. Don't envy, but just connect with them and learn. The company that you want to work for, check things that their staff know. Start learning those things bit by bit according to your level. Start learning those things. So once you want to shoot your shot, you'll be able to shoot. Once you get the opportunity, you'll be able to sell. Thank you very much. And I have the question and answer section before we move to our thank you. So
Thank you so much, Blessing, for that wonderful session. We have please, guys, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat. Thank you, Chiamaka, Victoria, and all the other people that are giving our facilitator a round of applause and sharing on. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a wonderful session. We all know that it is not just about testing pass or fail. We need to ensure that we are aligned with with regulations and standards in the industry. And that's what really makes us a quality assurance personnel. So we have Adigun. Do we have anything called manual and automation testing? I do not really get this. Blessing, do you understand the question? I think Adigun might need to clarify what he meant by that. He said, do we have anything called manual and automation testing?
okay, we have manual testing. Manual testing, yes, we have manual testing and we have automation testing.
Yeah, Blessing, before you answer, why I'm confused is because this person is not a newbie, right? So I'm thinking he has something or some other thing in mind while he's asking this question. So I don't know. Adigun, are you on the call? Are you still on the call? Damilola. Okay, let's pick another question while Damilola clarify what he actually means by that. Okoyemi said, at what level should a tester consider taking ISTQB foundational certification exam?
Okay, for me, I would say for according to this, like they don't have like a standard time where a tester can take a foundation exam, the ISTQB examination, fundamental examination. But for me, I would say as a tester, if you get, like, for example, now if you're capable before getting your first job, you can take it while once you understand the manual, once you understand like the software testing, the principle of testing. ISTQB has its own syllabus, right? They have, once you understand manual testing very well to a certain level, like once you understand it very well, you are good with manual testing, I feel you can go through ISTQB and just like take the examination. But for people that for some other persons, I feel once you get your first job, like your first better job, because ISTQB is not cheap to get. So if it's your parents that are paying for you and they have more than enough, fine. But if you are the one. Like if it's somebody that's paying for you, I just feel like when you get your first better paying job, you can take it. Yeah. When you get your first better
Alright.
paying job. So I just feel when you pay with your money, like you understand, like you can take it. And for someone said for the cost of ISTQB, as that I don't know, I think it should be more than $100. Why some are $200 and something dollar? Some are $200 and something dollars. So nice.
Did you see the next question? Apparently. You are muted. Blessing.
I think you can read it out.
Okay, said I hardly find QMS as requirement in vacancy. That's quality management system. My question is, do we have a separate ISO 9001 QMS or the same general one?
We don't have separate. I think it's the same.
Okay, thank you. We have somebody's hand is
I think Gaspar is raising his hands.
yes. Gospel, yes, you have the floor.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Gospel.
Thank you, Madam Blessing, for that amazing section. My name is Gospel Osayombo. I just wanted to drop a comment on the ISTQB thing. When Blessing said, if you are now working or your parents have money, yeah, it's a nice advice. But my own advice would be, look, whatever it will take you to get all the knowledge, right? Pay the sacrifice. Growth is all about sacrifice. Some of us here, right, sold phones, sold gadgets to get training without expecting any employment. So when it comes, it's just like the story of the bamboo, Chinese bamboo. You plant it today, you are watering it for 1 year, 2 years, nothing. It's not going to show a single thing. And then the fifth year, it grows taller than those other trees that have been existing for 15, 10 years. So yeah, if you need to get any certification, if you need to learn anything, please go for it. This is not the time to, especially when you're just starting. It's not a time for you to, uh, buy human hair, use expensive gadgets, and all of that. Look, pay this sacrifice, learn everything you need to learn.
Gospel, why are you tackling ladies?
No, I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example. For example, I have a friend who was a travel agent, not Nigerian though, one of these African country. Her first job landed her $1,800, right? And she spent 1 year learning testing, learning programming language, learning JavaScript, before she went to automation, SQL, and all of that. So when she got her first gig was $1,800. you know a lot of people did not start with that kind of amount. So how well prepared you are determines how you start. And the truth is, there is no bruise to these things, right? Someone can have 10 years experience and be earning the same thing as you that is just a year, that is just starting, just this year. The difference is not the age, the difference is what can you offer to the market. So summarily, why you are yet to get a job or why you are managing that job, pay all the sacrifice, pay all the dues you need to pay. The Bible says, study to show yourself approved, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So yeah, that's what I have to say. So you don't need to wait for one big job before you start taking certifications. As a matter of fact, the moment you don't improve yourself, you don't upskill, at least 3 months, it means something is wrong somewhere. All right, guys.
All right. Someone say right on, Pastor.
Okay,
Yay.
very much, Gaspar.
All right. Thank you, Gospel, for that.
Yeah. Gaspar is actually like the vice president of ANST, so he's actually the boss. So
Wow.
can you give a round of applause for that?
Oh, Gospel. So good to have you, Gospel. So we have Adigun. I was asking you to clarify what you mean by that question. Do we have anything called manual automation testing? Someone is even dragging you here. Kayode Salami said, Adigun, come and explain yourself. Please, come and explain yourself. All right, so while we wait for any other person that has question, I would just like to thank Blessing once again for making our time to facilitate this webinar. And we are so grateful for that. Thank you so much. So I would also like to tell us again about the NSTW 25 that is coming up in September 1 to 6. It's going to be a very big event, and I believe you're getting ready. We concluded the APEC 25 that was last month. We brought about together over 40 speakers from several African countries, and for all the people that attended, you know that it was a very power-packed session. Imagine staying on a call from morning to evening, listening to so many insightful sessions from people all around Africa and even beyond. So this one is going to be 5 days of, it's an hybrid event, 5 days is virtual, and the last day it's a physical event here in Lagos, Nigeria. And we are hoping to, we are collaborating with quite a number of communities, and we're going to be unveiling them to you shortly. ANSC is also part of our communities that have supported this in NSCW. So I believe the link have been shared in the community. Please, if you have not registered, start registering. You know, we are moving towards the end of the month. You don't want to miss it. So don't let them tell you what happened. Do not let anybody tell you what happened at that event. Ensure that you're there, whether physically or virtually. Let us get ready, prepare, and plan to be there. We are going to be having physical, a lot of webinars, physical seminars at the live event. So get ready to be a part of that event. And in fact, don't let me spill the tea. There are a lot of things that are going to benefit as a registered person for that event. One of them is that you'll be certified, you have certificate of participation, and that's like the list of the benefits that you're going to be getting. We are going to, if you have not followed NSCW on all platforms, please just search NSCW, that's Nigerian Software Testing Week 25, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on Instagram. Yes, we are there. If you have people that we can reach out to for sponsorship, let us know. If you have communities that want them to partner with us by the 31st of this month, all partnership with communities would have closed. We'll have closed the registration for other communities who want to partner with us. And community they have benefits, like they will be hosting some sessions if they want to partner with us. So we have businesses joining us, supporting us, collaborating with us, and we are also calling for sponsorship as well. So if you have any organization that will make this event of success, maybe media, people in tech space especially, you have somebody that you have a contact of someone in one of those big organizations, please let us know. On our end, we have been reaching out to organizations, but we need you as well. If you know someone that knows somebody that knows somebody, or you have the contact of the president of Nigeria and you want us to bring him on board, please let me know so that we can, am I the only one on this call? So that we can bring them on board. Yes, so that is how we are going to be wrapping it up for tonight. Blessing, thank you. God's power, thank you. Kayode Fatima Musimola, Kronos Obari, sorry, I'm unable to pronounce your name, Boluwatife Adigopeyemi, Victoria Mercy, Tijani Atobechuku, and some other people that, let me see their names, Victoria Atobechuku and Tijani. We're so happy to have you. Once again, my name is Faith Ibitoye, and this is how we're going to be wrapping up for tonight. Let us have a lovely weekend. Bye.